Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So what happened to my betel leaf vine? For those of you who watch my channel and are interested in growing betel leaf here in the UK will know I've been growing this particular plant for 5 years. So I got this back in 2020, just before the pandemic started, and my original plant that I got back in 2012 was a cutting from Bangladesh. I had that for 8 years and it grew really well, but I think these plants, they only have a short lifespan. I think they peak at 3 years. They look the best at 3 years. So when they're grown commercially in Bangladesh, they cut these right back down to the ground level. And in fact, they use cuttings from the parent plant for next season's growing. And so within a season, it can grow up to 2 meters in the right conditions. And then they harvest the leaves and sell them. But if you're growing them as a hobby, not for commercial reasons, then obviously you're going to keep your plant going as long as possible. So like I say, around about the 3rd year, these plants look really nice, huge leaves on them, nice bushy habit. But after that, they start to lose the leaves on the main stem, and you get bare sections and just a few leaves at the top. They don't look great. This one suffered a lot with aphids, and I've had to spray it continuously. And yeah, so in the end I decided to, I did say this in my last video about this plant, that I was going to take cuttings from it and cut it down. And this is how far I've cut it, right down to that level. So yeah, massive reduction in its size. It's still got a huge root system, so I've not changed the pot. And so I did that about a month ago, and this is new growth that's happened since then. Unfortunately, the new growth has been attacked by aphids. I'm just going to have to keep spraying it, which is not great, but it's just to keep the leaves from looking like that. To keep spraying it and spray the substrate, because the little buggers are wandering around in this. This is the mix that I've got it in, orchid bark. And it helps to prevent root rot. These vines are notorious for root rot. They like moisture, but they don't want their feet or the roots sitting in puddles of water. So it's got to be a good free draining substrate. So yeah, that's what it looks like now, but I'm glad it's growing back. I was worried that if I cut it back this much, it wouldn't grow back again. But, and because of that, I did take cuttings before I'd even thought of cutting it. So I've taken many cuttings off this plant and sold them, but I've not sort of kept them for myself. So I decided to create a couple for backup, just in case this one died completely. And these are my backup. So I've got these 2 here. This one's put out another little stem. So I've got these 2. So yeah, in fact, if one of them takes off, I might just sell the other one, one of the 2. So if I do sell, it's collection only if anyone's interested. If you're in the Manchester area or you can get to Manchester, I will be selling one of these. Now, if you did see the original plant, how big it was, you'll imagine how much I've cut. What did I do with all the stems that I cut? Well, a lot of them are in here, different lengths, and they've been in water for a few weeks now, and you can see there are roots on some of them. So some of them didn't make it. Not all your cuttings will. Start to get died back, and then you just have to chuck those out because they'll start rotting. But yeah. So some are at different stages. Some have just started to have little roots appearing. So one of them has got a decent root system on it. I think I will repot that one. I think it's this one here. Is it that one? Actually, no, it's not that one. Yeah, so one of these has got quite a decent root system on it, and I will repot that, get that potted up. And then there was quite a long length of stem that I didn't cut up, and what I've done is I've buried it in the soil. So around the edges there, I'll just uncover a little bit, is a stem, and it's circulating around, and it's also going across here, and looks like some shoots are bearing. Now that is not part of the stem, I don't think. Oh yes, actually it's because it's a branch, it's got these little side shoots. I didn't cut those off, I left those attached. So all of this is like one big length of vine, and where there are little joints, root nodes if you like, hopefully those will become proper roots, and then when they have a shoot like this and they've developed their own roots, I can cut them, separate them off and grow them on as individual plants. So this type of betel leaf is a large leaf variety, and as was my last betel leaf, I did have another small leaf variety that I got from Bangladesh in 2022, but that's died off unfortunately. So yeah, the big leaf variety seems to work for me. So yeah, that's the story behind the betel leaf, what's happened to it. Hopefully I'll have a few more of these potted up, and I'll get them on Facebook Marketplace for sale if anyone's interested. You would have to be up in Manchester to collect them. I don't post these out, just a risk of damage or getting lost in the post. It's just too much hassle, to be honest with you. So there we have it. Betel leaf vine, reduced in size but bouncing back, and hopefully more cuttings will root, and we'll have a nice little family of baby betel leaf. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Thanks very much. Bye bye.